How do you instantly interest somebody in your product or your business? By not talking about the product or the business. By not talking about my product or business, we have built 6 of these to the top. And I can tell you that almost no one knew the name of the product or the name of the company by the time they had their credit card and they were ready to pay money. Can you believe that? Can you picture that? Pretty weird, right? This is Kim Claver, and I just want to show you how you can actually get way more people interested in your business and product when you stop talking about the business or product when you meet them. And I know it sounds crazy, but this is what we did. And when you see how we do this, I think a lot of you are going to just smile, if not cry, probably with relief. Okay. Now, I'm assuming that for most of you, this is not your first webinar. You've probably heard a lot of stuff before, a lot of promises about how you're going to get this and that and the other. And so I just want to let you know that it's not unusual to feel overwhelmed. Like she's going to pitch me something, which is true. That has worked for her, but she only did it once. No, she did it 6 times, and she's now pretty ancient, 30 years in a business. You know, you put on 30 years, not 30 pounds, thank God. And you really do learn a lot of stuff, but certain principles of humanness, caring, demonstrating that you care about something more than what's going into your pocket makes a big difference. But one of the things about webinars is that they teach you a lot of different things. And it's not so much that it's wrong, it's that it's one piece. Like, here's how you get traffic. Here's how you get leads, they tell you. And then you have the leads and you think, now, what am I going to do with these leads? What do I say to them? So you're stuck. You don't have that. Or they'll tell you, here's how to talk to people. And you go, okay, great. Oh, that's a really good class. But then where are the people to talk to? Oh, well, don't know quite what to do. And then you get people to look at your business. Okay, so here they are. And now what are you going to do when it's time to take them to your webpage or to your company sign-up page? And you don't really know, what do we do then? Right? So there's a lot of information on all these different webinars, a lot of stuff for sale. And I just want to convey to you that it's really relatively simple conceptually. The trick is doing it, and we all do something as humans that's really weird. And I'm going to point it out. You're going to see today, and you're going to go, yeah, that's me. And once you replace that with something else, it's like all the lights went on. You're going to go, oh my God, really? That's what we're going to end with, okay? So if you think that you can't do this because people have said you can't do it, or you have so-called failed a lot, you know, you tried it, people keep saying no to you, don't feel like it can't be done, because you can do it, particularly the way I'm going to show you right now. Something about people that are out there. A lot of people really want you to think that you need to talk to every single person you meet about the product and the business and tell them how great it is, how wonderful it is, science, Dr. Dingeling. None of this is true. You do not need to chase people. You don't need to collar people wherever you go. This is not what you need to do at all. I really stopped doing that after the first company because I thought, well, this is kind of dumb. I did real estate, and we just decided to do it like we did real estate, which is what I'm going to show you here. So you do not need to do things that you can't stand. And I just want you to know that they always say in personal development that you have to do, what do you call it? Get out of your comfort zone. Well, that may be true, but not necessarily out of your value zone. If you don't want to accost everyone, you don't have to. There are a lot better ways to get people to come to you. Really, there are. I'm going to show you. So you don't need to do what you hate, and you can make an impact. You know, a lot of folks in our industry think, well, I really can't do anything. I'm kind of a nobody. You know, I live in kind of a regular neighborhood. I'm a regular family, and I don't really think I can do anything. I just need somebody to tell me what to do. And you kind of give up, right? Because you think it's you. Now, it might be, if you have no motivation, no interest in bettering your life and helping other people, you know, with their life, that's right, it might be a stage, right? So then just put yourself on pause. But if you feel in your heart that you could make the world a better place, that you have learned things that you can pass on to other people in addition to whatever you're marketing, then you can make an impact. All of us can make an impact, and you can make an impact. And I just want you to know that during this webinar, my goal is to show you that you can do this. Okay, that's really what I want to show you. All right, so let me tell you the goal for this presentation. My goal is to show you, to have you stop thinking that something's wrong with you for new people. And that's why it's not working, because you're somehow deficient for beginners. Okay. This is for beginners. I got two groups in mind, because I know we have two people here, two kinds of people: beginners and more experienced ones. More experienced meaning you've been in the business for, I don't know, 3 years, 5 years, maybe even 10 years. And you might actually have some people in your business. And I'm going to show you, if you're that person, how to keep your people in so that they stop dropping out faster than you can bring them in. Okay. So beginners, my goal is to get you to stop thinking something's wrong with you. And that is why it's not working. Okay. I guess I made typos here. I got to fix them right now. And for more experienced people, I want to show you how to keep your people in, right? So they stop dropping out so fast. All right. So here's what's kind of novel. In the next probably 45 minutes, I want to get you to believe that something I call the call is the key to unlock your business growth, like today, this afternoon. And I'm going to show you some proprietary framework, which are steps in the dance that we have created over the years that will make it simple for you to start achieving these results in a matter of a few days. The call. Okay, that's what I'm going to get you. I'm going to try to get you to believe that if you understand what the call can do for you, that knowing this and using this is the key to unlock your business growth to as big as you want, as fast as you want. Okay. All right. About moi. I have done this for 29 years. I've built 6 companies to the top. I'll review those a little bit later. And the key is 6 companies over 30 years to the top. I mean, it sounds pretty good if you've only done one, but 30 years is also a long time. What I'm most proud of is that we did what we did usually in record time. I have a letter from my very first company vice president saying, you reached the top position in the company, the president's inner circle, inner council, the inner sanctum of everything, faster than anyone in the history of this company. And that was a letter dated 1994. And the company was, at that time, that company was 25 years old. It was a water filter company. Okay. And the reason I was able to do it so fast is because I learned how to use what I'm calling the call approach. Okay. So let me show you how this started. My first time, I sold water filters. Now, let me tell you something that so you catch these little nuances. When I was exposed to these water filters, I was at a Taekwondo event because I did a lot of Taekwondo. And there was a guy, we were sitting having lunch or having a water break or something. And he had this little blue water filter. And I said, hey, what's that? Because I was really into water filter. My bag, my gym bag and my personal bag had like 3 or 4 bottles of water in it, clean water, even 29 years ago. And so he said, this little water filter. And I said, great. So we could, filter the water that the waiters are serving us, right? Which he did. And I did. I said, oh, I got to have one of those, right? So that is how it started. I said, I want to have that. I want to test it, see if I like it. And then if I really like it, I probably want to sell them. And he said, yeah, I sell these. And so you can get one from me and you can, sign up. And I'd never heard of a network marketing company. What did I know? I knew real estate, right? I was a broker and that's what I did. And so what happened is I signed up for it, being somebody who was really into clean water already. So it was part of who I was. So I'm just letting you know, this gives me, and you, if you're like that, for what you sign up for, gives you a big edge. Okay. So after about a month, I got this blue business in a box, and it was full of brochures about the product and block carbon and granular carbon, the quality of the carbon, how to hook up the filters, the tech around the chlorine testers, because you're going to test people's water, and how this carbon was better than that carbon and how this granular was better than that granular. That's what was in the box. Okay. So what happened is the first, couple of weeks, I wasn't super active, but I talked to people about this little water filter that I had, and I showed the brochures. Just, say, here, show the brochures. Like, all right, I'll be a good girl. I'll show the brochures and say these things. And okay, I talked about the carbon, this is the block and it's not the granular, and the granular is better. And I think I made 1 sale in my first month. And I'm somebody, remember, I have a real estate office and I'm on the phone constantly, with other brokers, other agents, the title companies, all kinds of people that were part of the commercial real estate business. So I had made 1 sale. So I thought, I'll just use it. So then what happened? I I didn't do anything, but you know, in my mind, in my subconscious, it's going, well, the reason I signed up for these water filters to get them myself and maybe sell them because I really liked having clean water everywhere, showers, house. I mean, everything I had clean water, and I always had jugs, bottles of water with me in my bag or whoever was carrying my stuff. Right, that's what I had. And also, remember the Alhambra trucks and the Red Arrow trucks that used to be outside? That was a buck a gallon for that water. And with this filter, I could get it for basically a nickel a gallon instead of $1. That was back then, right? And so I thought, well, instead of paying a buck, I'll get a filter and pay a nickel a gallon. That's what I did. So these were the reasons why I signed up. Okay, I just want you to be conscious of this. So, one day I was on the phone with somebody talking about some closing or other on one of these commercial leases. And I said, at the end of the conversation, I said, hey, Lulu, can I ask you something that has nothing to do with this real estate deal? It's about your water, the water you drink. That's what I said. She goes, yeah, what? And I said, do you drink the caca water out of the faucet or do you get the bottled water for a buck a gallon? That was it. Y'all see that? That's just came out of my mouth. And I have said it so many thousands of times since, it's all memorized and everybody knows what it is. Okay. So what happened? I got one of two options. First, they would giggle. Oh, yeah. And then I got either words to this effect. Yep, I get the bottled stuff for a buck a gallon. Because those of us who were into clean water, we were a group. We were, a certain type. It's like having gone to the same high school. Or it's like, wearing hats all the time. You're the hat club. You're the this club. You're, whatever. Drinking bottled water was a subset of the population. Like going to Whole Foods used to be a mark of identification. Oh, I shop at Whole Foods versus, I don't know, Safeway or Price Chopper, right? I do all organic versus regular. So these are ways that we identify ourselves. And so some of the people said, yep, I get the bottle stuff for a buck a gallon. Or I drink the caca out of the faucet. And why do you call it that name? Do you have to call it that name? What is this about caca? That's what I got. Notice, nobody knew what I was selling, did they? You see that, Jim and Brian? I'll be sure that you notice that. So you see what's going on. Yep. So here's how we sold more water filters than anybody in the history of that company in the first 90 days to nothing but customers. So with this approach, this happened. The person who said, I get the filtered water for the buck a gallon here. I'm fixing my slides as we go. And so I said, yeah, me too. For the last 5 years, that's what I've been doing. And to me, this what I'm getting now is just as good as the one that I've been paying all this money for, a buck a gallon for. So I figured, if you're drinking it already and you're paying a buck a gallon, you might like to know about an alternative. Me too, for the last 5 years. I've been testing this other filtering option. It's just as good and it's just a nickel a gallon. If you'd like to try it, we can arrange it. No biggie. You got this? Say yes. Notice. Totally not. Totally not. Now watch closely, Carrie. That got me about 6 out of 10 people to test it. That's what they did in those days, try the filter. And about 60% of those people bought. And I was on the phone and did this all day long. Okay. Now, what about the other one? The other person would say, the caca water. Oh, why do you call it that name, Kim? Caca water. Oh, really? And so then I got to tell about, let me tell you what comes out of that faucet. Just so you know, I never touch it. I never touch the water. I have rubber gloves, have had them for, 30, 40 years, long before even this water filter thing. And I never drink it and I don't shower in it. And I would say, do you know what comes out of the faucet when you take a shower? Do you have any idea? Do you spend much money on your skincare if we're women? And she say, yep, I spend like $100 a jar. Or I buy, whatever they bought, the expensive stuff, for a few $100 a jar. So would you know that when you stand there and shower, it's bleach, basically bleach water coming all over you and your hair. So whatever you're doing to your hair, your skin, your body, you're standing there in bleach water. You have any idea what that does to your skin? You know what bleach does. And I'd wait for the answer. Why did I tell him this? because that's my opinion. Was this in the brochure? Never. They never did put it in, right? That was my pitch, my thing, why I cared about showering in clean water. It was my cup of tea, right? But if you spend all this money on face care and hair care, and then you're doing this, is that what you want to do? No. You want to try this thing, see if it works for you like it did for me? Yeah. Okay. That was one group. And I would say if I talked to 10 people, if 6 said, why do you call it the caca? Because I don't drink, they obviously drink the caca. Nobody else would say that. Those of us who knew not to drink that stuff already had filtered water of one brand or another, right? So these folks who said, why do you call it caca? Were, of course, the ones, poor things, who were still drinking it. But you see, this was my take. It's still my take. I wouldn't change a word if I were selling water filters today. Not a word, nothing. But then the other person, so here too, we got out of, say, 6 people, 4 of them would try it. And then of those 3 would buy about 60. And the other person would say, oh, I like the caca water, so I'm good. If the city says it's okay, I'm okay with it. Did I bother to try to persuade them? What do you think? Did I try to persuade them or not? Let me look at the chat here, see what you guys have to say about this. What do you think? Oh, Paul knows. You've been with me a long time, right? Not a problem, right? They can just stay the way they are. Why? But see, a lot of people are going to go, oh, but you have to, let me tell you about the water, that you must do this. No. I already said I would never do it because of all this. And I say, well, I like the caca. The city says it's okay. It's probably all right. All right, honey. No, see you later. On the deal that we just did, yada, 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 and catch you later. So I change the subject, say something about the deal, and say, talk to you next time. So they would know that the next time we talk, I would not bring this up ever, ever again. You see? So you leave them be, change the subject quick. Remember, and if it's your mother-in-law, say to caca, you're good. Okay, great. So remember the date tonight. You're going to bring the dessert, right? Yep. Okay. Hasta. See you later. You got it? Change the subject so that everything is as if it never happened. That was my goal. Okay. Don't you want to learn how to do this? So the numbers, the caca water babies bought the filter 6 out of 10. Notice, I didn't talk about the tech. I never mentioned the carbon. Nobody even knew the name of the company. Nobody. They had no idea. Didn't even know what it was till we brought it. In fact, they had so much. The people who had the filtered water already bought it when they did because they wanted to pay a nickel instead of $1. I mean, nobody in their right mind, all things being equal, not cheating, is going to pay $1 a gallon when you could pay a nickel, assuming the quality is the same. Because remember, the way you test water is not just what you taste. No, tea. If you drink fine teas and fine brews and coffees and things, oh man, you don't want caca water in there. If you notice that every coffee house has, if they have no filtered water to give the customers, which would be horrible, but they might not. If you look at their coffee making machine equipment, all of them will have water filters. Why? Because it wrecks the taste of, if you have a tongue that works and taste buds that work, oh my gosh, right? So that's the story. So that's what happened here. And I never talked about any of this. The first time I was on stage for this company, NSA, you can see there in the background, was I believe 1992. This is the second time when I was number 1 in something else. But what you see what I did here, I didn't talk about the tech or the science or the product or the company. They never even saw a brochure after that first time. I used the call. Now, what did I do? I called their name, but I didn't ask them, hey, do you have an issue with this? No. I called their name by announcing my own views, my own values. That's what I did. And then I asked them, do you drink the caca out of the faucet or do you drink the $1 a gallon? And without saying a single thing or telling them what's going to happen to them if they drink caca, nothing. It was just an expression of values. And once you are clear what your own values are, you can express them and ask the question. And it's in or out, in or out, in or out, in or out. And that's why at the end of 60 days, we had college students every Saturday would come with white pickup trucks, loaded up with all the filters, shower filters, home units, whole house units, over the counter units, under the counter units. Oh my God, we had dozens. Every week they would go out. Every week I sold so many of them. I think it was like $60,000, $70,000 worth in my first couple of months of these filters. And the company then called, my little sponsor called me, says, hey, Kim, the company wants you to come talk. I said, really, what about? Because, well, what do I know? I'm in real estate, right? This was just something I did on the side because I was into clean water. And they said, oh, they want to know how you sold all those water filters because you didn't recruit anybody. Okay, so what happened? I didn't talk tech. I used the call. The call is calling their name, if they had that name, by using my own name. Sometimes we call this our own hot button. Have you got this? Say yes. Can you guys see this? Because I'll go on to the next slide now. So all of this was before I had recruited anybody. So they said, come on stage at the national, which I did quite a few times for them, and tell us how you did that. That's what they wanted to know. So that's what happened. That was my first time. So I'm going to give you 3 little secrets that will show you how to do this. Secret number 1, interest hacking. With the call, what was the call? Do you drink the caca or do you drink the filtered water? And like, again, we have a class to show you how to do this, but this is a mental shift. Like, I'm in masterminds where people are making 10 times what I am. And believe me, I am doing gymnastics mentally quite a lot of the time. I think, okay, so say that again. Say that again. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? And it's like, because they're ahead of me. I might be ahead of you. So don't feel like if this doesn't come easily that you're some kind of nitwit. You learn to think differently as you earn more and have bigger impact. You think a different way. And so you have to get used to it. It's like brushing your teeth with your left hand instead of your right hand. You're going to be weird, or eating with your left hand for a while instead of your right hand, or vice versa. It will be weird for a while. So don't blame yourself or think you can't do it. It takes a bit of working. You're learning Russian. And this is kind of how that is. So interest hacking is the first secret. With the call that you can make, you can get unlimited numbers of interested people to come to you, online or off, because you just call it. You call it. You call it. You call it. Yes, don't. Yes, don't. And we're not even sorting. They are. They self-select. So you're not judging who's qualified. Oh, they will decide. It's like shopping for shoes. No, I don't want size 10. I don't care how nice they are. I'm a size 7. Oh, okay. Right? All right, so here we go. That is the call where you can get people like that. And I'm going to show you how we did that with these companies. Secret number 2, you can sell with your own story. And what you want to learn to do is clone the master stories in time that have done things like sell stuff. And we have one that we teach. Well, we teach quite a few templates, have story templates in the program, but Mr. Rogers is one of them. Okay, so the idea is you're going to clone types of stories using your own, right? Your values and or your before and after. And then we're going to put those stories into frameworks and templates like Mr. Rogers. I don't know if you know this, but some of you may know Mr. Rogers was a children's television program creator for many years. And to get his funding, he gave a 6-minute template talk, basically back and forth, 6 minutes with the Senate that was quite opposed to what he was doing, his children's television program. And they gave him $20 million in 6 minutes. So we teach that template, of course. None of you are selling anything that's 20 million bucks. But if you use that template, you think you might sell something for 100 bucks to the right people that have answered your call? What do you think? Yes or no? Okay, number 3, these times, this is another concern. Some people say, well, I get all that and I could do this call approach. Yep. And I can, if you teach me how to do the cloning of the stories and put mine in there, yep, I could do that. But then who's going to buy anything? Because it's all weird. Time's all weird. Everybody's talking about the COVID and this and that and the other. And, I don't know about you, but I'm discovering that the people that are coming out now to say, I want to do something of my own. I don't want to be dependent on working in the restaurants, or I don't want to be dependent on working in an office building, right? Where people can't get together anymore. What could I do myself? And many people choose network marketing or affiliate marketing because they don't have their own program yet. And network marketing, one of the good things about it, one of the many good things, is that you don't have to come up with your own products. They have products that if you like them, that you can market. That's what I did. On the other hand, some of you are coaches and you have your own programs, that might help time management, for example, for parents, or energy management, or how to get off alcohol, or I don't know, whatever, stop being a crank with your kid. This is the time a lot of people are saying, well, I'm really good at this. Maybe I could teach this. And suddenly people on Zoom and whatever like this are doing exactly that, teaching what they know, because they're venturing out a little bit. And somebody says, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. I could do that. Okay. So these times bring out people who want to do something of their own because they want to feel less dependent on jobs and the government. So this is an extraordinary time to be out there growing and building a business and finding people exactly who want to be entrepreneurs. Have I sold you on this? Do you want to see a bit of detail how this goes? All right. The hacking, interest hacking. We're going to hack their interest through the call that we make about us. See? So the old school is you collar people everywhere and blather technobabble about your thing, and then they run away, right? The new opportunity that I'm offering you here is you kind of hack into their interest, like I showed you with the water, because you use your hot button and first to do this, then you phrase things in such a way that the other person can say, oh yeah, tell me how this works. Or not. They could remember some people said, well, the caca, I'll take the caca. The city said the caca's okay. Okay, great. Stay the way you are. And you only talk to the people who say me. And of those, you're probably going to get 6 out of 10 to buy. That's what has been our history for all 6 companies for all these years. And now with the yes, with the automated qualification system, it's higher than 6 out of 10. But just let's do everything, by the book here and do small. Like with the water filters, for example, I gave you what we did here, what the interest hacking was. Do you drink the caca out of the faucet, or do you pay $1 a gallon? Remember, I framed it. Can I ask you something about your water? What you drink has nothing to do with what we just talked about. Okay. The next company I did was fruits and veggies in capsules. Some of you know the company is today called Juice Plus. And we put that Juice Plus on the map because I like the product a lot. And many of the people that did that and still do that company talk about all the nutrients that are in the product. That's the same thing. Collar people everywhere and tell them, hey, are you getting your 5 to 9 fruits and veggies? You need to get them. And here's the nutrients, and you need that nutrient and this nutrient. And this has so many nutrients. And what happens? People run away, right? Glaze right over. Technobabble is the kiss of death when it comes to sales. So how would you hack into their interest first? With your hot button. You want to know what I did? I'll give you the one-liner. Somebody would say what you're doing, say, well, we're marketing something, but it's just for some people. And of course, they can't stand it. What are you marketing? Totally set the stage. Well, it's just for people who know they should get their 5 to 9 fruits and veggies. That's what we said then. And they're not managing to do that, but they want to know how to do that without having to go shop for them, clean them, eat them, and then clean everything up. They don't want to do that. Okay. That's a call. We've qualified them. See how that works with my hot button? Because I know I should, so I do even more. You got it? Say yes. Yes. Here's a card sending service. One of the other companies we built to the top I was the number 1 recruiter in that whole place. Vic Link, my partner in that, we worked it together. She was number 2. I think I have a picture coming up here someplace. But many of you have known my work and know me for many years, and some of you don't, so this might be news to you. There's a card sending company called SOC, Send Out Cards. And their approach was send the cards because you want to be grateful and do gratitude. And the whole focus was send the cards so you could stay in somebody's mind and, not be forgotten and all these things. And to be gratitude, the whole thing was about gratitude. Well, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to just send people a card and say, hey, remember me? It's like, nah. If I'm not memorable enough, I think that was my attitude at the time. They're not going to remember me, and then I should get more memorable. That was how I thought. So I really like these cards, and I made them, and I sat in that back office, and I thought, I sent a card to somebody that I think about some other thing. And very soon thereafter, they called me or emailed me and said, I got this card. It's really cool. Are you into making cards now? And it was like an immediate response, right? So it dawned on me that I was in the marketing business. This was 2012, and that a lot of people were having trouble with open rates. You know, if you've done, do any of you do email marketing for your business? You use email marketing for your business? Who uses email marketing for your business? Anybody? Okay. Well, I'll give you the pitch right here. How many of you have noticed that your email opened, the number of people who opened, the percent that open your email is going down? How many people have noticed that in their email marketing? That the number of people, I mean, you have a list of 100 people or 1,000 people or, 10,000 people, say 100, and you send an email and maybe, I don't know, 20 or 30 would open, right? And now you send an email and they tell you 1%, 3%, 4% opened. That means the number of people, the percent of them who opened the email. So out of 100, if 5 people open and the rest don't open that email that you sent, that means 5% open the email. That is not good, right? And so I thought, I have a way. So what I did is ask people when I would text them. This has started my messaging career, really, the SOC, and winning that company-wide contest. Was, hey Lulu, yep. A question for you, yep. Hey, do you use email for your business? The call, boom. Yes or no? If she doesn't, there's nothing more to say. Have a great day. Hasta. See you later. Yes, I do. So have you noticed email open rates are going down a little bit? Yeah, I have. Does that bother you for your business? Yeah, kind of, because what if they don't open it? What are we going to do, right? So yeah, I know. Me too. I've noticed it too. So I have found this kind of weird thing that's 100% open rate. So I'm just letting you know. We're just testing and playing with it. And if you ever want to see it, we can talk again. But I got a race. See you later. What would people say who had an issue with their email open rates? Right? What would you think they would say? If I have a way to get you 100% open rate, that's kind of weird, but I'll see you later. Wait, hold on. Totally. Everybody did. Hey, wait. What is it? What is it? Did they know what I had? No. Did they know there was a company? No. What is it? Guess what I said? You want to see a demo? Yeah, I want to see a demo. Okay, great. We'll connect. Give me a time and I'll show you a demo. And you don't do the demo. You don't send a link. Don't do anything. Keep everything close to the vest until they're there and say, okay, show me the demo. And I think 7 or 8 out of 10 people signed up for the program when they saw the demo. Boom, that was it. Okay. This is, again, example. You hack their interest with your call because other people have massive things going on in their mind. You don't want to be lecturing them about what they need to be doing. You ask a few good questions, which is called hacking the interest with your hot button. See, I wanted to get 100% open rate. We have done postcard campaigns. One of the first, in fact, the water filter company that we built when we finally learned I was supposed to recruit, we sent out hundreds and hundreds of thousands of postcards. Built that thing huge. That's why it got so big. I love postcards. So when this came 10 years, 20 years later, I thought, hey, this is great. All right, we can do this. Okay. What is it? Totally. Okay, so that was the card sending service. Now, the weight loss program, we had something else. A lot of people want to lose weight. So what we did with this one, this was a private secret program that I built inside of a company, and I normally don't mention it. It's one of the top 20 companies in the network marketing world, and they do weight loss and cleansing. And the deal was, I told them I don't want anybody to know. I just want to show you how to build with this system that I'm explaining to you right now, except it was automated, how to build like that. And that I bet you I can get to your very top spot, your top rank in 90 days without a single person knowing what I'm doing. Nobody. Nothing was public. None of you know either, right? And sure enough, that's what we did. And one of the ways, how do you do interest hacking when everybody's overweight? Well, one of the things I asked him, say, do you have, I have something that we're testing, and it's an experimental program. And that was this, because each one's a little different. You see, you need templates for these different ways to do this. And if you have an interest in weight loss and cleansing and energy, I might have something for you, but it's again, it's a little bit weird. So, you let me know and I got to run. Well, the people who said, well, hey, wait, I want to know what that is. What have you got? And I would tell them, interest hacking, my call. Are you all tuned in? Here's the next line. Let me tell you how this works. This is only going to be for people who know they have to totally change what they're eating. And if a person doesn't know that, this is not for them. So that's the story. I got to run. Catch you later. I know I have to change what I eat. I do. I do. I do. I want that. I want that. And this way, I only got yeses. Do you see this? Are you all with me? All right. You get how this works? It's called interest hacking. You hack right into it with your hot button. This is how you do this. Like, hey, how you doing, Mr. Andrews? Long time no see. Yeah, totally. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's like sex. It's like, what? Really? It's this can be like this? Yeah, it's like that. But you have to learn the frameworks, you see, and then you put your story in it. That's we love doing that because it works so well. And people, some of them cry. They couldn't believe anybody would ever say yes. Really. All right, so that's how this is done. Now, second one, story cloning. You're going to learn how to become a storyteller. And I mean, not somebody like Disney or, Steven Spielberg. You don't need any of that. We have got some really hot story templates like Mr. Rogers that we show you how to use because your stories, depending on what your own values are and what matters to you, you're going to use different templates and you're going to test them. You don't sit there with a blank tabula rasa and with your yellow pad and think, oh, we're going to do this. No. We have structures for you and you're going to fill your stuff in. And then we're going to test it, right? And then refine it depending on what the market, how they respond, because you put all this stuff on Facebook, on emails, on Instagram, wherever you want, okay? So the story cloning is a really important piece of it. So for example, the old school is they tell you year before and after, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you don't really matter. Most of us that are in network marketing, they'll say, well, yeah, I like the product, but when I talk to people, I tell them about the tech and the science because that's what will impress them. Well, it doesn't. You see, you learned the tech and the science after you had a little before and after. Let's say you had a before and after, you have better skin now, or you can sleep better. So then you say, oh, I want to sell that. Why not, right? So you get into the company and you go to all the meetings over time, and 2-3 months later, they've told you everything that's in it, why it works, the science, the tech in it, the history of it, and all the technobabble. And by the time you talk to somebody, that's all you remember. And you're just leading with this product triggers chemical reactions at the cellular level. It's really the greatest. You should try it, Grandma. What? Right? Are you with me? You see, what connects with people is your story in these templates. Mr. Rogers, who got $20 million in 6 minutes, never used one word that was more than 2 syllables. Never used one word of technobabble. He didn't have one number. Like so many children are going to die if you don't give me this money. None of it. He told the story of how he helped the children and what he gave. He said, Senator, this is what I give, an expression of care every day to every child. That's what he did. That's called a story, right? And we want to help you clone your stories that you already have. You don't have to think of anything new. And the tech and science, you talk about that at your company where everybody cares. People outside the company don't care, as you all know if you've ever seen somebody's eyes glaze over, right? So it's before and after story. And we're going to give you these story templates. Mr. Rogers, I have a class for him. Some of you are in that. But Mr. Rogers began his opening thing by saying something like, Senator Pastore, and the senator leans in because it's so soft and so slow, right? And he said, I'm very much concerned, as I know you are, about what's being shown to our children on television. What is that? Okay. That is hacking his interest. Pastore, do you care about this? Because that's my interest. I'm very much concerned, as I know you are, bringing them right in with what's being shown to our children on television. This is what he did. That's one of the story templates that we're going to teach you how to use. How is somebody going to say no? Right? No, I don't really care what's happening to our kids. Are you serious? Right? So this is what you want to learn how to do. The fruits and veggies in capsules. Who is it for? For people who know they must and they're not. And they want to know how. Right? Here's another one, card sending service. What are they concerned about? Well, if you're concerned about open rates and you want to see something weird that has 100% open rate, you let me know. Well, what is it? Well, yeah, I'll do a demo. You want to see a demo? Yeah, can I see it now? Okay, great. Yeah, on your computer, not your phone. Get your laptop. I'll be tonight. Can I have the link now? No. Call me tonight or text me tonight and I'll let you know when you're there. And we do it right when we're there. Why? So card sending is open rates. I converted it to that. And these require some creativity, but it isn't creativity where you're just imagining like magic tricks. You see, I could use and had used cards to build a massive first business with that water filter business. The card said how to build a giant organization with or without your friends, family, or neighbors. I still have those cards, postcards, right? So I used it for another function because I had done that before. See how that works? All right. Weight loss cleansing, people who know it's time. See, this way you're not lecturing at people about how your values are better than theirs. People who know this and they want to do something now. That's who it is. Oh, well, let me tell you who that might be. You see, they refer you right away to other people. You're just like a traffic cop, and the person that you give this to becomes a traffic cop for you if it's not them, and there's no stress around it. You don't not get invited for Christmas dinner. Okay. Number 3, these times. Okay. And we have examples of people who worry that, oh, what happens this time? Is anybody going to do anything? Well, the old school is nobody's buying. The flu is scaring people away. But I'm here to tell you, as I said in the beginning, that these times bring out the ideal prospects for a business of your own, which is really kind of what we have. I mean, it's not our own product. And if we do the wrong thing, they can kick you out of the company. So in that way, it isn't quite your own, but we can control quite a bit our income by, there's no limit on how many products we can sell. There's no limit on how many customers we can bring in. There's no limit on how many people you can recruit. The company doesn't limit you in any way. So in that way, we have kind of an infinite opportunity to bring in customers and people who recruit, and we get a percentage of all that money. Are you with me? Do you see that? All right. So these 3 secrets got me to the top of 6 different companies, different network marketing companies in the last 29 years. Okay. And they helped us also build, some of I have a big high ticket program. It's almost $10,000 a person called the Yes Funnel Program. And we have like over 300 students in it. And we've built it up just this past 12 months. Exactly the same strategies because people are the same. Humans are the same. Marketing and sales is all about values, right? And that's what we're teaching you how to do. And last, we helped our students go from, oh my gosh, I can't do this to, oh my gosh, I can do this. This is now one of my co-teachers. And she had built a 6-figure network marketing business, by the way. And she really had a good income. 6 figures is 100 grand a year or more. But she was getting ready to quit because she said she got so many. It says here, I was starting to hate network marketing, even though I had a great income. I wanted to quit. It was making me feel yucky. I didn't want a bad reputation as a spammer on Facebook, especially with my friends. I used to get a heap of likes and comments, but none were transferring into paying customers. Have you got that? You get a lot of likes, but nobody buys. Nobody ever shared my posts either. Okay. And then she said she used the help, we call it, one of the templates is a help template. So this is the template she's talking about, the help posting approach for 10 months. And here's what happened. I'm converting likes into paying customers, and the engagement on my posts has increased massively. I feel like an expert within my niche. I no longer feel like I'm just creating false friendships just to sell them later. How many of you have felt like that? That you're creating friendships really just to sell them later? Anybody? Yeah. Now she says, I'm passionate about network marketing again, and I know this is what it's going to take to build my business to the level where I want to be. And she said this about a year and a half ago, and I just picked this because the slide was right there. Another gal, this gal, we've been business partners. She and I built 3 different companies to the top using exactly the strategies we're talking about. This is Vic Link. And she had worked in network marketing 21 years before she came across the screening system, which is the qualification questions that I've kind of introduced you to here, right? And that's what she said. It was constantly on the phone, pre qualifying people, talking to people who weren't the right ones. And she said she was skilled at working the phones and closing deals, and it ate away at her self confidence. But when I met her, she was about ready to quit. She said, Kim, I don't think anybody can do this, you know? That's what she said. Then she started working with the screening system again, which is the hacks are the introduction, the 3 secrets are the introduction to the screening system. And the system filtered out all the wrong ones, just like the caca question. Do you drink caca out of the faucet or do you pay $1 a gallon? The people who, that's 2/3 said, well, I do filter, so but I'd like it at a nickel a gallon instead of $1. And the caca people said, well, I didn't know I was drinking caca and I didn't know I was showering. Oh my God, let me get that. And the others who said, well, if the city says it's okay with me, there was no stress around it. Great. Hasta. See you later. Don't forget, put the thing in the oven, right? Be sure to say something that's not has not to do with the business or the product so that you don't look needy. You want to just get rid of it. No one, she said, complained about how much it costs. That's one of the things that you find when a person says, this matters to me, it's really high up on the list. They never say, oh, you mean it's like $100? Never, never. You get it's too expensive from people who don't have the values because you didn't qualify them in the first place. You didn't hack their interest. That's what you got to do. Okay. So she said she wasn't tied to the phone anymore. Nobody complained how much it cost. How would you like to have that? Right? Yeah. Friends with an agenda. That's what everybody does because that's what they think you should do. And you know that's the old school. A lot of the companies don't come into the new world. It takes them years and years. So people come into the new world and then people follow. And then slowly the institutions change. The institutions are always last to change. Okay. So she got her self confidence back. She looked forward to every conversation. It was pure bliss. The screening process, which is interest hacking, was the cure, she said. And the program that we have right here, we help you. We do one-on-one together. We do what we call labs, and then you personally come on, and I help you, and Brooke helps you with doing this. And one lady was here. She said she was on the other night, and she said it's the most magical thing she ever has experienced. She feels like a new person. I can't believe what came up. It was exactly how I felt. I couldn't have cried more. Ha ha. I am so grateful for you and Kim. You've changed me forever, and now I actually feel like I'm going to succeed in this business. This is somebody who'd been basically crying for 2 years about how she couldn't do it. And one night, this was what happened to her. Because it's a question of hacking your own self in your brain, too. Here's another gal. She's in South Africa. She said she did her first post. She got 58 responses, right? How many times do you do a post and you get nothing? One person already said, she has more than 10. Now she's working on her PDF. Okay. And then this last quote here on the bottom is a gal who is in the automated hacking program. And she's been with us maybe 9 months. And she posted the other day that the last quarter of 2020, she was number one for the whole company for personal volume. And that's what we show you how to do. Because of course you sign people up. If you do this right, you sign them up one after the other. That's what you do. That's the idea. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that there are some folks who are doing that it's not just me who is doing this, and that's all there is. Okay. So the 3 secrets, interest hacking with the call, right? That we're gonna learn how to call them out there with your own hot button. So you skip all the techno babble and you use your own hot button instead. Do you think you could do that? Yes or no? If we showed you what to do, tell me yes or no. Let me see in the chat. All right, number 2, could you clone stories? If I gave you a story structure, would you be able to clone your story and put that in there? And tell your story too, yes or no? What do you think? You think you could do that or not? And then third, for these times, if you knew how to find the people who do want something of their own, so that it brings out the fact that they don't want to be dependent anymore, that you learn how to bring that out. Do you think you could do that too? Do you think you could draw out the right people if you knew the words to say and understood the concepts? What do you think? And that's really the key, isn't it? So these three secrets got me to the top of 6 different companies in the past 29 years in record time. And it helped us build a high ticket, about $10,000 per student program, a funnel program, just this past year. And we've helped our students go from, oh my God, I can't do this, to, oh my God, I can do this. I want to see if there's somebody here who would like to see how they might do this. This will take about 5 minutes. And I don't have to do this because I already know all this stuff. So this is for you if you'd like to see how to do this and what a special offer might be to help you do that. You want to see that? Yes or no? Let me see from the chat here. All right. Lots of yeses, lots of yeses. Okay, good. So here's the deal. The program is called the Feeler First, which is master the call. That's what we're going to be doing. The call is what we're going to do. You're going to learn to interest hack into the world with your hot button and hack their interest in a New York second. The course runs 4 to 8 weeks. People sometimes do it in less, but it takes a little doing because you have to reset your mind. This is not like take a drink and then there it is. No, you have to if you knew how to do it, you'd be doing it already. Are we agreed? So it's a 4 to 8 week program, and it's both online because you get the videos online, and we do live twice a month. We get with you guys, and whoever's got their stuff ready, we adjust it and fix it so you can go out and do it and get response. That's what we do. One lady said, oh my God, I can't believe it's network marketing. All the rejection has vanished. Isn't that funny? Okay, so the pieces of the class, let me show you what we're going to do. I'll add the value to it, and then we'll show you the special offer, okay? So number one, most important for our industry, and for you in particular, is you must find your personal niche, the people that you're interested in that you can help. Does that make sense to you? When I did the water filter, the reason I didn't ever talk about the carbon block or the carbon, what's the other one? The granular carbon. Do you really want to know the truth? Why I never did that? Even though they had the brochures, and because I didn't care one bit about it. My first thing was, let me taste it. Don't tell me anything. Let me taste it. And I'm going to make some coffee with it and see if I taste anything funny in my coffee, I'm not buying. I'd rather pay $1 a gallon. Leave me alone already. I don't want second rate. I want first class. So give me the water. Let me test it. And I tried it in my teas, and I tried it in my coffees, and I make espressos, and I'm pretty much a coffee freak, So I would know if there's anything funny in that water. I could care less what kind of carbon it was. What do I care? This works. It's $0.05 a gallon. Give me it. That's why. So your niche is the people who have value around that thing that you're marketing. The science is not a niche. That's what we all do after we've been indoctrinated by the company to think that the science is what we should talk about, and why keto works, and why, glucose doesn't work. But you see, that is not what sold you. What sold you was, oh my God, I lost some weight and I'm drinking a sugary tasting drink. Or, oh my gosh, my hair looks better. Oh my gosh, I look like something now. And then months and months you learn why, and then you sell that why. And that isn't what did you see? So I didn't care. So you need to know your niche. Who can you help based on your values and the interest hacking? Have we got this? People teach niche classes for 10 grand because it's hard to learn how to do. Not because it's cerebrally hard, but because we're so sure everybody wants our thing that we forget that it's like shopping for shoes. Number two, you're going to get templates to call them by name, right? And probably $500. I think that's a good value for that. Then you get personal help from me twice a month, and Brooke, the lady we saw before. And I put the value there is $2,500 because people can't talk to me for less than that per hour. And I do you personally because we want you to make it work. And we don't want that many people in the program. So we're quite happy with a relatively small group. Now you're going to learn something that is probably more valuable than anything ever in your marketing career. We're going to teach you how to meet your niche, meet the people who would buy from you, only you're not going to sell them. You're going to meet people who have the problem, want to resolve it. And we have survey questions that we have cooked up for you that they answer these questions. They love to answer them. And that way you know what they want and the words they use to describe the problem, so that when you market, you use exactly their words. Does that make sense? Do you see how this works? Say yes. Yeah, I should have put 10 grand on here, but we'll say learning how to do this is your $1,500, because you won't, and you do this a couple times a year. You need to meet your niche like I do. I meet with you guys all the time. Number 4, we're going to teach you something really hot. They talk about how do you do work without doing work? Well, what you do is you have robots. Robots can serve tables, robots can do this. We're going to show you how to make a little lead magnet, which is like a robot. It's something where somebody says, well, what do you do? What do you have? And you don't have time because you want to go to the beach, or you want to go have a run, or you want to play tennis, or, you're doing something else. So here, let me give you this. I'll give you something to read because it's very short and tells you exactly the bottom line, whether you're going to want it or not want it. Is that good? Yeah. So give me the PDF. Guess what? We'll show you how to create templates so that a PDF is a document that they can print out, and you can have colors. You can make it with Canva, all these different things, or a video, or a little audio, and it works for you. It's not the company stuff. No, it's your hot button, your interest hacking, your stuff. It's you they're looking for. A movement is led by a person with values, from Martin Luther to Martin Luther King to, I don't know, old President Kennedy to Trump, to whoever is leading anything. Doesn't matter whether you like it or not. People follow people with strong feelings and convictions. A company is never that, because they're a bunch of people sitting around trying to make a brochure that everybody agrees to. No, movements are, we're doing this and we're going to the top and we're not coming back, and that's it. And this is how we're doing it. So that's what you want to create. And then we show you how to get them on an email list also. So you create, we're going to give you the template so you learn how to do this. Okay. So if you add all that stuff up, we're at $6,250. Do you see that? Does everybody see that? Say yes. Yes. They have it. Hey, Gary, good to see you, buddy. Okay, good. So then, of course, I'm not going to charge you $6,250, but if all that this program did, I'm going to show you here in a minute, if all it did is let you finally make a success of your business without constant rejection, would it be worth it? Yes or no? Tell me that. If all this would do is you get to make a success of your business, and you did not have the constant rejection and running away and driving people away and feeling like you're some kind of scumbag, you tell me. So for our webinar, we did something really special. The whole program is $1,497, okay, instead of the $6,200. Yeah. And if you know that you want this right now, we have something for you that are ready to go like right now. If the first 10 of you get this, there'll be 10 lives that I can impact. And if I can impact 10 lives and you are doing what you're doing, and you each bring in 100 people of your own, that's going to be 1,000 people that I can indirectly impact. 10 of you, and you each get yourself 100 customers or 100 signups in the next 6 months, let's say, without the rejection, because you're hacking their interest, you're doing your own hot button, right? Leading your own little movement, because we're going to show you how to do it. That makes it worth it. So that's why, for those of you that already know this, we're going to throw in this program called the Strategic Inviter. And that is in the Kim Klaver Academy. Some of you know I have a resource site, kimklaveracademy.com. And this is the program, how to build a 7-figure business as a marketer by mastering the art of strategic inviting, right? So you invite by interest. So this was a giant course that we had, $4,990. We had a couple of hundred people in it. And so you get that program for people who get this today. So the bottom line is, this is a big page. Your personal niche, $1,000. You call them by name templates, $500. Your personal help. So 2 times a month, I'm going to be with you. There's none of you that has a script that's so bad I can't fix it. Nobody. I've never had one I can't fix that you can use, and immediately it helps you get the right people. $2,500 for that. Meet your own niche. Remember, you're going to learn to meet the people who have the problem. They want to solve it. They're willing to pay, but you're not going to sign them up. You're going to learn how they talk about the problem, what the words they use. So when you market, that's what you put out there. So they hear their name being called. Remember the call. This is how we do this. So that's worth $1,500. The lead magnet templates, so that you have the templates, you can fill them in. I will show you how, $750. And the strategic inviter bonus program for people that order today only, $49.90 or $49.95. I forget which it is. So the total value here is $11,240. Even that would be worth it. But what's going to happen is if you go here, maxout.com, the call, you can get the program for $1,497. See on the top right here, $1,497. You see that on the right? Say yes if you see it. You see my cursor going around? Oh, good. Now, for those of you that are ordering, for people who order today, if the order comes in today, then you're going to get this program, the Strategic Inviter course. It may be a day or two before you see it in your members area, but it will be there. So don't worry, we're right here. And then, of course, we have a big Facebook group. So you can hop into the Facebook group and work with people there as well. But the key is to start thinking about no more hoping everybody, no more technobabble, no more science. Because while it's true that it matters, because otherwise you wouldn't have a product that works, it isn't what attracts anybody. And it isn't what attracted you. What attracted me about the water is I already was a water baby. I was crazy about clean water. I didn't ask about what kind of carbon it was. You know what I did? Give me that thing. Let me taste it. That's what people do. That care. Give me it. Let me taste it and see. And then you taste it. It's like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Now I want to try it with my coffee. And then I'm going to try it with my tea. I tried it with everything that mattered because I didn't want crap water. I didn't want the caca for sure, ever touching me even. You know, I'm a pretty advanced lady and people have no idea how old I am. And it's like, oh, wow. And that's why, because these things really matter. Every day that you do something for yourself, that's bad. Eat toxic stuff, drink alcohol, do sugar. Every single day makes you older and more tired and less able to defend yourself against things like COVID. In fact, I was just reading today that the COVID deaths, 90% of the deaths of COVID that come from that come from places where people are obese. So you want to lose a little. That's what you want to do. Okay, do people have questions? One of the questions is, am I going to now be super duper successful the minute I do this? And, one of the things you want to understand is marketing is about values. And so you need to realize it. We're going to show you how to do it like a tennis coach, but then you're going to get on the tennis court and do the things that you need to do with the other person playing so that you know when to move back, when to move forward. And that practice is the most important thing in the world. You just want to learn how to practice right. And we show you how to do that from A to Z. Are you ready? All right, I think we're good to go. Thanks very much. And I'm delighted to see you guys coming in. All right, remember, the orders that come in today, you get that extra bonus right here. Remember that? Thanks a lot for coming, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay?